As the Coachella Valley continues to grow as an entertainment and cultural empire in the California desert cities, Mutual 111 is your go-to for local and regional arts, literature, music, special events, and theater. From the Mutual Broadcasting System studios in Palm Springs, it's The Desert Scene with Bonnie G.
And welcome to The Desert Scene. So happy to have you, and happy to have Steve Fisher, who is the artistic director of Script2Stage2Screen, talking about what's coming up this season. Hey, Steve, how are you?
Before we talk about what's coming up in my season, I have to tell you that I want to congratulate you for winning a Desert Theater League Award this year.
You're very kind.
You were wonderful, and
Thank
it's
you.
just too long between your performances.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I'm kind of focusing on singing, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So you got a big, exciting season coming up, so tell us about it.
We do. We're starting off with science fiction as a comet streaks toward Earth to destroy the planet. The woman who discovered this terrible thing comes back to her estranged husband, and there's another woman involved, and it's got a lot of different facets to this play. It's a great play. It's a lot of fun. The next play we're doing is called Very Merry Moosemas.
Okay.
And so that is, just hilarity.
Okay.
Crazy people, crazy characters, very slapstick, lots of fun.
Okay.
It's being directed by Brent Anderson. The first play is directed by Morgana Corelli.
Okay.
Our third play, which we skip December, we're always dark in December, is in January, and it's called Let It Rain. And it's a farce about the community theater.
Oh, that sounds
Amused
interesting.
us, and I think it will amuse the audiences as well.
Okay.
It's got a queen bee who's overbearing, and everyone that must put up with that, and she must put up with them. And lots of ego, lots of fun, lots of laughs.
Of course, Steve, in the theater world, neither one of us know anybody like that, right?
Outside ourselves? No.
Okay.
Okay, after that, Jason Hull brings to us the most important character in Ledbetter County. It's a play about the town's giving an award to someone. The town is in Tennessee. It's Southern people, so a lot of Southern jokes.
Okay.
That sort of making fun of, well, not making fun of, but just highlighting the craziness of the South.
Bless your heart. Yes, all that. Okay.
Bless your heart. Okay, after that, we have, that would make it a March. March comes a show. It's really a beautiful show. It's called Life, Love, and the Pursuit. A Hollywood playwright has decided his office will be in a park. And he's changing his life. He's coming into himself, and he meets an older woman in the park who sets him up with different people, and it's just a lovely play. And they discover each other, of course, in the end. It's a
Fabulous.
What do they call that? When you tell the end of the story. I can't think of the
Spoiler alert.
word,
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. It's a happy ending.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful way to get there.
All right.
In April, we're going out on a limb this year. We're doing a celebration of young playwrights. There's a group here in Southern California called Palm Springs Young Playwrights. And this girl, her name is Brooklyn Rutledge, and she won the competition at 15.
Wow.
The play is about high school,
Okay.
but it's not in any way elementary or simple. This girl, Brooklyn, is quite brilliant. She does a beautiful job of telling the story of a shy young girl who kind of is no longer shy. It's called main character, and she's never been a main character at school, but all of a sudden she becomes the main character, and what ensues after that.
Excellent.
Really a good play. Now, it's a one-act, so there'll be 2 one-acts that night. The second one is written by Brooklyn as well. It's called The Search for Snowflake, which is a very simple plot. A girl's lost her cat, and she's looking for her cat, and she runs across all sorts of strange people along the way.
All right.
A lot of fun. Brooklyn has a lovely sense of humor. She's a little bit older now. I think she's about on her way to college now. But just a great start for her. After that is a play called South Lake. Now, this play, Bonnie, is my favorite of the season, I have to tell you. It involves time. We're in the 70s, and then we're present day, and back and forth. It's about a Vietnam war vet who marries his wife, brings her to his family home, and they settle in for a happy life together. But he's haunted with
PTSD.
PTSD. And a ghost visits him, and it's the ghost of the man that he let die in Vietnam.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Oh, dear. It's really exciting. And, of course, talks about that particular era in our history, and just well done.
Mm-hmm.
All of our plays this year are just well done, beautiful from beginning to end. The last play of the season called,
Engagement Rules. I'm looking at the list here.
Yeah,
Engagement Rules.
Because I keep thinking of Rules of Engagement, which is running on prime time right now. But this is called Engagement Rules. And it's two couples, an older couple and a younger couple. As the older couple talks about sexuality and what happens to that particular part of a married life later in life, the younger couple, it's found out they're pregnant. And so it's a lovely between the two. Anyway, very good season for us. 8 shows in 8 months, starting October, November, skip December, then January through June.
So I'm looking at this. Your committee read more than 140 plays submitted to come up with this list, right? That's a tough job to winnow. Yeah.
It is, but everybody on our new works committee, we have I think 12 members. So we can spread them out. And every play has to be read by more than 2. Because your taste may be different than mine, and you may hate and I may love.
Yeah.
But usually everybody thinks along the same lines. We're looking for about the same thing. But yeah, over 140 this year.
So
and they've already started to arrive for our 24-25 season.
So for people who have not gone to see a production at Script2Stage2Screen, tell them what to expect. There's stage readings, but usually with some movement, and is there always a question and answer afterwards, correct? And sometimes with a play right there?
Yes, we are a workshop. A lot of our audience is actual theater people who enjoy the makings of a play. Playwright is not spelled W-R-I-T-E. It's spelled W-R-I-G-H-T, like Will Wright. Building something that is substantive and a structure. And so we invite the audience to stay afterwards and make comments. We videotape the performances and question and answers. If our playwright is not there, we send a video to them.
Excellent.
For them to choose what they wish to do with it. Or like for the first play, Thomas Pierce is the playwright. He's coming to see his play. He lives close. He lives in Los Angeles. But some people live as far away as Florida, New York. This year we're staying within the United States. Last year we had people from Thailand and Germany and all over the planet. So we're very excited to be able to do this for the playwrights.
I'm curious as to what kind of reaction do you normally get from playwrights, especially the ones that are actually there during the Q&A. Do most playwrights come in with sort of an open mind and willing to maybe consider changes of an audience?
None of these plays are published. They're all unpublished, and the playwrights can, if they choose, of course, go back and rewrite something that doesn't work. They see it up on the stage and say, oh, I could change that, or I could move it here, or, a lot of change goes on. And then the play is back out again to perhaps be published or to go into a full production.
Excellent. And do you know the percentage? I mean, this might be a tough question to answer. Over the years, this is your 15th season, how many plays that have gone through the Script2Stage2Screen process and how to stage reading have actually gone on to full productions? Do they pretty much all do, or do some not?
Well, Script2Stage, which is what we're doing to screen, and we've had 2 plays that we've made movies out of. It's an extremely expensive process. To do that. And so it's been several years, and then, of course, the pandemic hit, and so we're still kind of shaky, but making it. And so 2 of our plays have gone on to be movies. And then we haven't yet found one that we're going to put into full production yet.
But is that something that Script2Stage2Screen would like to do, actually do a full production that's not a staged reading, but just a full production with everyone off book? Is that a goal?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, excellent.
We have to find the right piece,
Right. And Steve, this is how many years now have you been artistic director?
2.
2? Oh,
just 2 years.
Okay. And is it what you expected it to be so far, the experience?
It's been a joy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I've been doing the theater here in the desert for 30 years.
Yeah.
And so I know pretty much everybody, not everybody, but a lot of body. And it's nice to be able to chat with them on the phone and ask them to do things for us. And everybody's very wanting to do this because it is a workshop. And these theater people are, of course, very interested in the beginnings of a play, as is our audience, too. We have a lot of educators, people like that, who come to see our stuff.
All right, let's let people know all of these stage readings are done at the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Desert on Via Vale in Rancho Mirage. For tickets, you can go to www.Script2Stage2Screen.com. Readings take place 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $15. Steve Fisher, thank you so very much for being here today. Love chatting with you. It sounds like a great season.
You too. I can't wait to see you.
All right, I'll come out and see something, I promise. All right, Steve.
Well, maybe you'll do something for us.
Yeah, that would be great. Steve Fisher, thank you so much. We'll talk to you again, and we'll see you guys next time on The Desert Scene.
Join us again for The Desert Scene with Bonnie G. from Mutual 111. Be sure to visit thedesertscene.com for more show information and mutual111.com for our full library of episodes.